Landlords and tenants. It is the 3rd of April, 2020, and Governor Kay Ivey has just issued a order. That order has been misconstrued and misunderstood by some people, so I wanted to clarify and make sure that landlords and tenants both know their rights and their responsibilities. So, concurring with the stay-at-home order, the governor also provided a protection from evictions, and I want to be clear about what that means and what it doesn't mean. What it does mean, it's an executive order that local law enforcement will not be able to do the set out. That is, the local law enforcement will not be able to go to the houses of the the breaching tenants and set their belongings out on the sidewalk until the situation has resolved with the COVID-19. What it does not mean is that no one has to pay rent. Specifically, let me read this. Nothing in this section shall be construed as relieving any individual of the obligation to pay rent, to make mortgage payments, or to comply with any other obligation that an individual may have under a rental agreement or mortgage. So it does not mean you don't have to pay your rent. What it does mean is that if you don't pay your rent, your landlord can file an eviction. The executive branch doesn't have the authority to shut down the courts and the judiciary and make it so that we lawyers can no longer practice law. Evictions will continue. The filing of evictions, the motions, the complaints, the defaults, the judgments, all of those things, there's nothing in any of these orders that would slow any of those things down. So it does not mean there's a break from your rent. What it does mean is that if a tenant doesn't pay, they may not be set out of their apartment or their house until this is over, and then when it's over, they will have to pay their back rent, their current rent, their late fees, and their court costs if they want to stay there, if the landlord will allow them to stay, because at that point, it's going to be over. So, stay at home, and let's be careful out there.